any sign. So you guys are moving in silence. Mostly, you move in silence to protect your investments, to protect yourself, and protect things from evil eye because you had to learn this from experience. But you're also moving in silence to spare some energy's feelings or spare a particular person's feelings. And even if you're not like consciously, well, I'm not, even if you're not like all intentionally doing this, like it's more so to protect the energy. Like that's the main reason, right? But it's something about someone could have been like boasting and bragging or like trying to like talk ill about you in regards to um like, for example, if you've been in a relationship and let's say this person thought they was going to do whatever they wanted to do in your energy, completely disregard your boundaries and just treat you however they want to treat you, and just thought you was just going to just deal with that, or shit was just going to remain sweet. You was going to remain sweet and loving and wanting this person to be in your life or desirous for this person. But of course that changed. Shit changed when they changed up on you type shit. So for example, like, you know, like how your body as a woman, your body will respond. Your body responds to things. Like your body may leave first before you actually leave. So for example, let's say you was in a relationship and in the beginnings, like shit could have been very passionate and fiery between you guys. Like this person could have really did it for you. But let's say this person switched up and thought they was gonna mistreat you, be mean, bully you, demean you, degrade you, and so your body moved accordingly, right? Let's say you wasn't really being turned on by this person anymore. You couldn't get turned on by a bully or, you know, somebody that's living falsehood or somebody that's toxic. Like you don't get turned on by that. Like if anything, things that are divine, things that are just, things that are loving and pure turns you on, like really gets you going, right? So let's say your body start responding to this person, and this person could have used that to either further bully you or further make you feel less about yourself, even though they could even have like an element of truth, understanding that it has something to do with you not being turned on by them anymore. They could have used this as some type of, you know, some type of ammo to try to like paint you as something like less desirable, or someone less desirable, or to make someone else feel more desirable. But in actuality, it's their loss. Like it's their flop. So for example, you could be with somebody else, or it's something about you being with someone else, and it's like, well, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like it's clearly working fine. Like it's something about you may not, you know, really get the juices flowing. Like this person couldn't get the juices flowing for you, but someone else did. And not only someone else did, but it's like it's to the max type shit. So it's like you guys just humble with this information, and this could reflect in other areas too. Like maybe you weren't that abundant with this person because they was bringing a lot of like toxic and falsehood into the energy, or like into your energetic field. So things could have like been appearing to seem like you were doing bad or worse off because of the energy that this person was bringing, because you was associated with this person's toxic energy and the people that they were connected to. They was connecting with toxic energies and with toxic people, and unfortunately you was experiencing some of the debris from that. Now in essence, it's for you to see that and move accordingly, or to push you even further, or give you that extra boost of motivation, like to reevaluate how things are when this person isn't there, opposed to when they are there, when they are a part of something, and recognizing the misfortune, the bad luck and stuff that you experience by being associated with them, and the good luck and the fortune and the beautiful things and opportunities that you experience when you're not associated with them. So spirit allow these things to happen, not only for you to, you know, like really like stand firm on your boundaries and stuff like that, understand the magic of your boundaries, but also for this person to see themselves. But instead, this is somebody who did a lot of projection, like heavy projection and deflection and denial. Mind you, they are living in falsehood. You're living authentically. So the beautiful thing about you standing strong on your boundaries and like just refusing to let this person like pull you into their mess is that this, you know, paved the path for you to attract and bring in and be magnetic towards the energies that you do deserve. Other people who have good, respectful boundaries for themselves, and who can respect your boundaries and the boundaries of others. Other people who are not only beautiful on the outside, but they're beautiful on the inside. Their beauty comes from inside, right? You could be attractive, or it's something about you connecting with other people who are attractive, but they let their attractiveness go to their head. But you're humble, you're authentic with yours, so your blessings align with that. So now you guys are in alignment with people who are beautiful on the outside and on the inside. So all those negative things that come from somebody just being vain and shallow and just surface based, oh, they're attractive, so they think they can treat people like this. They think their attraction is going to get them this and earn them that, blah, 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 blah. You guys are not inauthentic like that. You're not vain, you're not shallow. There's depth to you. So now you guys are in alignment, or it's something about you just being more surrounded or growingly surrounded by people who really do match you energetically and are on your frequency. So yes, you attract, like for example, you could attract like very attractive people, like as potentials or people that you date and stuff like that. But it's something about some bad apples getting, you know, thrown in the mix. You feel me? Because it's not that they don't have that ability to, you know, be genuine and be authentic, you know, on the inside, but they kind of got caught up into that wave and on that bandwagon of, oh, I'm fine and this and da 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 da, so I can do this and I can treat people like that, and my attraction, my beauty, my handsomeness is going to earn me this and earn me that, and I can do this and I can do that because I can get this and I can get that because I look like this, right? So, but you guys, you're not motivated by what you look like. You recognize that you're beautiful, that, you know, like you love yourself, you have self-love, like you invest, you know, in your physique in a healthy manner. Like you're more so about being healthy. You want to be more healthy first before all that other shit. Like you're not going to spend a whole lot of time trying to create a mask for yourself. You spend and invest a lot of time in improving things on the inside and then outwardly, or improving things by using natural methods and stuff like that. Right? Your beauty comes from just beautifying your soul and your spirit and your heart and your emotional space, your mind, your mentality, like improving yourself, having growth and leading by integrity, standing in integrity and being genuinely comfortable with yourself authentically, not having to rely on external things to be comfortable with yourself. Right? When you guys express beauty and attraction or compliment people, you compliment people from a deeper scope of things, not just from what they look like on the outside. Now, does this thing catch your attention? It catches anybody's attention. Anything that's beautiful, you know, that's radiant or whatever will draw people's attention, like to the physical eye. But you guys don't just stop there. You guys is dealing with people. There's something about people who stop there. You know, they don't really go too much deeper than that, trying to gossip about you with other people who are like them, right? And they don't have any substance to what they're trying to gossip about. There's no true substance to them. They're more so about materials and what they can gain and then appear like to others, or compare and compete with others by what they gain or what they look like, or them getting in the gym and stuff like that. That shallow shit. But you guys are not that. You guys are beyond, far beyond that. You guys are fearfully and wonderfully made. You guys are peculiar. You guys are transcendent. And so you're in alignment. You've attracted friends. You have family members who are transcending, who are transmuting, who are shifting into this energy thanks to you. Honestly, for a lot of you, thanks to you, just for the energy and the frequency that you bring in conversations, in communication, and being a role model and being an example of true authenticity. So now you guys, your boundaries have, like, it's like you're being rewarded by your boundaries. You're being rewarded by your honesty through and through, and you're aligning with other people who are also honest, people who are also patient in misunderstandings and wanting to get to the bottom of things, and are solution-minded, solution-based and stuff like that. It's not a game, it's not a war, it's not a competition. If anything, you there may be healthy and playful competition, you know what I'm saying, like, too, but you guys are still able to encourage one another, to congratulate one another, not, oh, you compete and, oh, it's up from here, oh, I'm gonna get that bitch, I'm gonna get that dude, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you know, people getting catty and taking things like way too far. Like, it's not that type of unhealthy, toxic competition. Like, you could be like, just like in your league, like in your career, in your field, there could be a sense of healthy competition where you guys are still able to give each other tips, like, no, try to do it this way, this is actually good what you're doing, but try doing it this way, this may be more helpful, or this, I can see, you know, what you're struggling with, or you guys are in trustworthy spaces where you can be vulnerable with one another and be like, hey, can you help me with this, or what do you think about that, or, you know, could you do da 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 da, and these people are humbly able to, you know, reciprocate and give you this type of energy, like, without trying to hold it over your head and be like, oh yeah, I showed them this and I showed her that, da 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 da, I did this for them and I did that for them. But it's something about these individuals that get some type of, like, some type of boost, or they feel good about themselves by betraying people who are genuinely good, people who don't have dark intentions, or who don't have to undermine others just to come up or to be on top or to appear like they're coming up or they've gotten some type of come up, right? So that's what, you know, the message that I got for y'all. And so you guys are being humble about this, not only to protect, you know, the good that you have and protect it from these people who have sabotaged or tried to sabotage what you had before because of jealousy and envy. Right? They try to when you did let them in on things, when you did tell them about your accomplishments and your achievements, they gave you like a little weird response. Like even if they say, "Oh, that's good" and stuff like that, you can hear it in their tone, you can see it in their facial expression that they genuinely weren't happy for you. They genuinely weren't happy for you because they were more so thinking about themselves and okay, but that's cool that you did that, but it makes me look less than. It makes me seem inferior. It makes me seem less successful. By you being successful or you achieving something and going after something. It's like they'll act like they care and stuff like that, like while you're in the midst of building or gradually get into it, but then once you finally accomplish it or in the background, they don't really want you to accomplish it. In the background, in the back of their minds, they're ill wishing, they're evil eyeing. They don't really want you to obtain whatever that goal is or that aspiration. They don't want you to achieve it. So when you do, they may start like trying to create distractions, trying to sabotage, trying to put you in your feelings, invert the energy. They want to be the center of attention. They may try to redirect the attention off of you and put it on and try to put it back on them, even if it's by toxic means. You guys are done with these type of people. You're done associating with these people. And there's no offense, but people out here getting killed because of people who are who are harboring secret jealousy and envy. People out here getting killed by friends, people that they laid up with, family members. There's people out here killing their parents, killing their own family, their own friends that they've been friends with for years. You guys don't have time for that. You guys not trying to get caught up in nobody's, you know, toxic manifestations, you know, of you or demons, you know, that they're battling with, but they're refusing to address and confront because they feel like it makes them too vulnerable. It makes them seem weak. Right? You guys understand, you appreciate the strength of people who can face and confront those things, you know, those things that they need to work on. Right? Those are the type of people that you're in alignment with, that you want. This is the type of person you are. So it was inevitable for you to align with these people. And you guys could have been aligning with these people throughout the way. And for somebody who's, they could have been like an apprentice under you or like with you. They could have been like in some type of spiritual apprenticeship, you know, and getting like little glimpses of this energy and opportunities to step fully into that energy, but feeling this resistance and this hesitation because of their insecurities. Feeling too insecure, you know, to see somebody doing better or embodying a version of themselves or an energy that they may long and desire to be. But when it comes to, you know, having those humble, you know, vulnerable conversations on how they can also get there, right? They feel intimidated by that. They felt intimidated by that instead of seeing that as substance in the counsel that you're supposed to have, that the divine puts in place. Because where there's no counsel, the house will not stand. It's going to fall. Right? In Proverbs, it says a wise woman builds up her house, right? And then you have another kind of woman, a karmic energy that tears down our house with her own hands. It's the same thing with anybody, masculines or feminines, right? So if you cannot be receptive to genuine and divine counsel, where eventually you're going to fall apart. Eventually you're going to experience towers. You're going to experience conflict, delays. Something's going to fall apart because the foundation is not solid. The foundation is not built on good grounds. It's a hay house. It's not a brick house. It's not a brick house, right? So you guys, you're coming in alignment with people who have been building their houses out of brick, out of stone, out of these type of things. People who are solid within themselves and they have a solid foundation spiritually. Right? These people who are going back and forth, you know, with their faith in the divine and believing that there's a higher power besides themselves, right? Or getting caught up in, oh, I'm just the source. I'm the source alone. And it's like, no. So they will refuse your help, right? But you guys are open to all the help that you can receive from the universe, all the help that you can receive from the divine or anyone else who is connected to the divine. You're open to that. You're humble enough to be open to that, to receive help, to receive that kind of support, right? Instead of just trying to do it all by yourself. You understand you are not the only divine source. You're not the only divine being. But these people who will get caught up in vanity, get caught up in pride and haughtiness in themselves, right? And thinking what their flesh can produce for them, opposed to what the spirit can produce, right? and that the spirit produce things that are longer lasting, right? So your strength was long lasting. Your endurance was long lasting than these people. So even if they were trying to compete with you, or who can go the longest without talking, who can go the longest with doing this and doing that, or who can bear through the storm the longest, you guys always come out on the brighter side. You guys always come through still standing. Because you're not solely grounded in people. You're not solely grounded in foundation. You're not solely grounded in materials and substances and using these things as crutches and distractions. You're grounded in things that you know has had proof, has shown proof of being long lasting and enduring, of being unwavering. And for a lot of you, that is the divine. That is the divine. So these people are having to learn the hard way. And again, whether they believe it or not, whether they're trying to continue to uphold some type of false narrative to, again, make themselves appear like they're superior or something like that, right? These people don't understand they're being spared. If they only knew what was really going on behind the scenes in your life, right? Because you don't give a damn about people's acceptance like they do. You don't need other people's approval like they do. You don't need people to approve who you dealing with, what you doing, what you investing in regards to yourself and your own life. You don't need that. You don't rely on that. You rely solely on your purpose and how you can contribute to high vibrational outcomes. How can you contribute to the collective overall, or to the environment, or to this life, to your legacy? How can you contribute something of you, something that's essential, something of necessity, something that brings on healthy transformation, right? How can you help heal, right? So this is why you're so passionate about healing yourself. Why would you just give up and hang up healing and doing what you know to do to heal yourself, or seeking out ways to heal yourself, just because somebody decided they want to be fake, somebody decided they want to live in falsehood, somebody decided they want to betray you? What the fuck they got to do with you? For real, ultimately, what does that have to do with you? Clearly, if they're living in deception, that has everything to do with them. You still got some things that you need to figure out, right? You're clearly on the wrong path. I'm not. I'm living in truth. I'm not living on the wrong path just because you did everything in your power to hurt me and disappoint me. Why did you really thought, and because you live in falsehood, you bought into the lie of thinking that shit, that false shit that you did, that fake shit that you did, that flawed shit that you did was going to impact me to the point of stopping me, ruining me, sabotaging me, destroying me, inevitably? Absolutely not. That is delusion. And I don't live in that. I live in truth. I live in truth. These people are living in illusion, and are fooling themselves, deceiving themselves in regards to you. Meanwhile, whether these people don't deserve any type of grace from you, they don't deserve any of that from you anymore, right? You guys are still extending people grace. This is an example of unconditional love. You guys are still extending grace by protecting them from seeing what's truly the beautiful things that are truly unfolding in your life. Now, some things, the Most High gonna put it in their face regardless. Sometimes some of these people are having dreams, right? Are having dreams and visions about these beautiful things unfolding for you, right? Being haunted by these things, being haunted by what they could have possibly had with you if they would have chose to live in truth. Right? If they would have accepted the opportunity, if they would have accepted that way of escape out of the evil, out of the darkness that they've been surrounded by, that they've probably grown up in, out of the generational curses and patterns. Hey, this is what this person does. This is what you can do. Here's books. Here's that. Here's content. Here's people. Here's places. Here's ways of doing things. Right? But they wanted to make it seem like you was delulu and you're crazy and, oh, you're just this hippie, weird, awkward energy and blah, 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 blah. But deep down, they love the energy. Why? Because what is love itself? The divine. And for you to embody love and live out love and the love that you gave them, they can't help but love and desire that energy. They can't help it. They can't help. These people who claim they don't believe in God, they can't help but desire God, because God is love. If you out here talking about you want love from people, you want people to love you, and you think that your money, your materials, what you look like is going to get you that love, baby, it's not going to satisfy you. It's going to leave you unfulfilled. You're still going to feel that void, especially if you out here trying to make it seem like, or you out here claiming that God isn't real when God is love. So even when they try to hate you, even when these people try to create like this, they try to create these hate groups against you, or these gossip groups, or whatever the case, these false narratives, these people still end up loving you because God is all over you. God is in your countenance. Period. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I did want to post the cards, but I was talking so fast too because my charger is acting weird. Like it acts like it doesn't want to hold the charge, or like I don't know. And that's what another message that I got too. Like it's something about these people trying to plug back into your energy, and they're having a hard time doing it. They're finding it challenging to be able to plug back into your energy to try to charge off you. And that's the thing too. They'll want to plug into your life, get charged up off you, and then go and try to give that energy elsewhere. Right? They want to open tabs elsewhere and stuff like that. Right? Instead of getting a charger of themselves or becoming a charger of themselves, like being a generator of themselves. They don't want to generate manifestations or be a manifesting generator like you are. They just want to manifest off your generation of it. They want to manifest off your generation. So there could be blessings associated with your generation, and a lot of it, like for example, a part of your generation could be you being a medicine woman. It could be people who are dream chasers, who are fire starters, right? People who are creative, people who reap from their creativity, people who reap people in abundance that appreciate them, and all of that based off their character, right? Their beliefs, their faith, their connection with the divine. Like this could be something generational too. A lot of times we talk about generational curses and patterns, but there's some generational blessings as well. Such as being a seer. You come from a generation of seers, right? See beyond the current situation. You guys have the ability to see beyond the current situation all the time, right? Be the light. White witch. So why are you able to charge other people and motivate people and encourage people and inspire people and get people out of dark spaces in their mind and stuff like that? How are you able to do that? Where else are you getting this power from? Where does your power come from? Your power comes from the source. It comes from the source. That's why you're able to be charged up and be recharged and get rejuvenated. That's why. And that's what they're failing to understand, or they're coming to understand this, right? You're not about to get charged up off no darkness. You're not about to get charged up off no evilness. You're not about to get charged up off being wicked to people. You're not about to get charged up by that. If anything, while you think you out here draining somebody else, you're draining your damn self. Because what are you ultimately going to do? You're going to run away and push away all those who are of light. People who are of light, who are of divinity, who are following the divine and seeing beyond the situation and choosing to be the light. And they know how to go and get themselves charged back up. Eventually, they're going to see the truth of your deception. When you sow authenticity, you reap the authenticity of the deception somebody's trying to sow for you. And you're going to move accordingly. You're going to move accordingly. Because what does light do? Light gives you the ability to see through the darkness and make sure you don't stumble over some shit, and leads the way, gives you the vision to be able to see a way of escape out of something tumultuous, out of chaos, out of danger. Period. And when you're in darkness, it's harder for you to see pending danger. So you got individuals running into conflict, running into dangerous situations, or getting themselves caught up because they was moving in darkness, moving out of darkness and bringing that darkness towards you, right? Refusing to be the light, refusing to take on the things that you do, right? In a positive manner, like not to try to undermine you and try to strategize what they've learned from you and try to use it as a weapon. No, but genuinely apply the wisdom that you have bestowed upon these people. Apply the knowledge that you have bestowed upon these people instead of trying to use it for adversity, right? Stand your ground. Stand your ground. And you see these mountains? So I'm hearing things like